The former St. Morton Anderson is here for most field goals. Look out! Right through! A pick block by Steve Gleason. It is scooped and scored by Curtis DeLoach. Touchdown, New Orleans!
NOLA Sportsfan 1984!
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them say that.
Alright, so welcome to NOLA Sportsfan 1984. This is my second little video on the sports channel. And like I've said, I'm going to cover more than just New Orleans sports here on this channel. Just basically want to come on here and talk about the whole LeBron James thing. Now, LeBron James is a hot topic right now. Everybody talking about, you know, the NBA free agency 2010 will probably go down as the greatest free agency period in NBA history because of all the free agents you've had this one year. You had Joe Johnson, who's already re-signed with Atlanta. Dirk Nowitzki opted out of his contract, but he's probably going to re-sign with Dallas. Who else was a free agent? Amari Stoudemire, who signed with New York. Just so many people. Or Drew Gooden, I think, was a free agent. I might be thinking of Carlos Boozer. Probably thinking of the wrong person, but oh well. I got so much on my mind. Basically, going to get to the topic of the big three this year. The big three were Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James, of course. Now, these guys were taken 1, 4, and 5 in the 2003 NBA draft 7 years ago. Obviously, LeBron James was number 1 overall. Number 2 that year was Darko Milicic, who was also a free agent, but he signed with Minnesota. And then, number 3 that year was Carmelo Anthony. He was the only one of the top 5 draft picks that year who was still not a free agent this year. There was talks that he was going to get traded, but he's not. So, anyways, Wade was 4, Bosh was 5, or vice versa. I don't really remember, and I'm too busy or too lazy to look it up. But anyways, the big deal now is Chris Bosh left Toronto to go to Miami, and there really wasn't a big fuss out of that from Toronto. I mean, they're still upset that he left. But the big fuss was LeBron James and his hour-long special on ESPN to say he was leaving Cleveland to go to Miami. Now, here are my feelings on it, okay? I don't really have a problem with the man leaving. It's free agency. It's part of what is part of the NBA. It's a business. Now, I'm still kind of peeved, you know, he had to go and make this hour-long special on ESPN to say he was leaving to go to Cleveland. Leaving Cleveland to go to Miami, excuse me. I didn't see the point of that. And it's like Mike and Mike in the Morning said on ESPN radio, all this can do is make him the most hated man in NBA history. And in my opinion, that really is what it has done. He's made himself a hated man in the NBA. But on the other side of the spectrum, you have to look at it as, you can't blame the man for, you know, going with the opportunity of wanting to win a championship. I mean, come on. How dare LeBron James take less money to leave and go play with his best friends to try to win a championship? How dare he? How dare he try to win a championship? Because you know that's not what the NBA is about. It's about making money for the city of Cleveland. No offense, Cleveland, I love Cleveland. I love the Cleveland Browns. I have respect for the Cleveland Browns. I love the Cleveland Browns. I used to like the Indians. I kind of still do, but not really. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, I've always kind of liked the Cleveland Cavaliers. But I was always more of a big Chicago Bulls fan growing up because there was no NBA team here in New Orleans until now, until about 7 years ago. But it's still the fact that how dare he leave Cleveland to take less money to go be with friends and try to win an NBA championship. Now, if he would have left Cleveland and went signed with, let's say, Minnesota for a $100 million contract, then I would hate the man. But he took less money than what he was making last season for a chance to win a championship. And in my opinion, it's not really that he left that's the part that I hate, but I can't disrespect the man just because he wants to win an NBA championship. That's what the NBA is all about, winning the championship. He had a good point, was his heart is still in Cleveland, and he wants to stay there. But, you know, what's to say 5 or 6 years from now, he still in Cleveland, he's 31 years old, he has bad knees, and he can't go anymore in the NBA, and he has no title to show for it. This was a risk worth taking, and I'm not saying I respect him or I love the fact that he did this, but I give the man some props. He's taking a chance, and that's a good thing. Somebody takes a chance. So, that's just my thoughts on the situation. If you, whether you hate it or love it, you know, whatever, I'm just saying, that's my thoughts on the situation. I don't hate the man. So, you know, tell me what you think. Comment, rate, subscribe. And if you like wrestling, I did this on my other channel. I plugged this channel. If you were just watching this video and you like wrestling, or you just want to hear me talk about some other stuff or whatever, I'm going to post the link to my other channel, my original channel, in the description box. Comment, rate, subscribe that. And Nola Sports Fan heading out. Who dat, baby? Who dat?